the team that doesn't just talk about impact, they ignite it. Jim Morris and producer Rachel.
Yay.
Good morning.
You wiping the sleep out of your eyes?
Good morning. I was.
Someone's tired.
I'm also like, gray's not my color. I don't know.
No, it's too black.
Yeah.
I'm the gray and black person, but I love just give me a black shirt. That's why I love that you sent me like 2 of these, because I'm like, great, I know what to wear every morning. That's easy.
I wear it almost every day. But when we shoot, now that we're shooting, I'm trying to not wear it in the morning. So like I usually will wear something solid and then, change out to my impact effect.
You're so good. You're such a fashionista. Okay. So I wanted to talk about this. I don't know if you've been on my social media, you've seen this, but if you haven't yet, I am loving manifesting things. And I used to be the dream killer. My husband is a master manifester. He will look at like houses and trucks that he wants and things like that. And back in the day, I would shut it down because I thought I had to be the one to like execute, right? I'm an executor. I make dreams happen. And so I would shut it down. We can't afford that. Why are you even looking at that? Why are you hurting your own feelings? And he'd be like, I'm just imagining what it would be like. I'm not saying you have to buy it. I'm not saying I have to buy it. I'm not saying I'm going to like follow up on this. I just want to imagine. I want to dream. And so when I finally got on board with that, it took me a while, and got in alignment and started to really like be in that feeling space of having the thing and understanding that like in due time, right? Yeah. Like it will happen when it needs to happen. One of the things my husband has wanted the most is a Ford F-350 truck. I had, since before he's even met me, we've been married and together for 18 years, which is crazy. Wow. So even before me, this man has thought about a Ford F-350 truck. We see them, he says something, right? Like but like there was no doubt in my mind or his mind that he would eventually own a Ford F-350 truck. So we went to, I'm based in Detroit for people that don't know. We went to the auto show last year. And so of course we looked at all these trucks. We covered the event. And I said to him, like, it's not going to come from a dealership. It's just going to come, I feel like from a client or somebody we know, it's just going to magically perfectly work out. Like it just had that feeling. And I was like, so like, don't worry about the dealership thing. Like, I don't want to go this route. Let's just see what happens. Like, let's just play a game with the universe. Let's see what happens. I'm not even kidding. Like this is now in my driveway. Can you see it? It is a Ford F-350 truck. White. He hates red. So I knew it had to be a certain color. White. It has like the undercarriage stuff he wanted, the 4 doors, like all of the stuff. Excuse me, everybody. And so, oh my God, we've been on this high for the last few days because it's like, oh my God, this is amazing. But like, I knew it was coming. I knew it was going to happen. Like there was no doubt in my mind. And so I wanted you to talk about manifesting because I know you're also a master manifester. Like what? Oh, you started to say something. What happened? Are you getting feedback? We love this. Can you not hear me now? This is why I love being live. Is it your mic or your headphones? Oh, okay. He's probably out. So if you guys are watching this, I can't hear you. Talk in the mic again.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah. I got all excited and I hit my mic. How did you get the truck? You're leaving us in mystery here. Like, where did it come from? Who gave
a client? A client of his didn't want. It's exactly what I said. It's a client of his he does business with for docs, and they had bought it to help with docs and doc like deliveries, but it wasn't really useful for that. And so he was like, we're thinking about getting rid of it. Would you be interested in buying it? He called a credit union immediately, was like, do I qualify for this amount? They're like, yep, no problem. What do you need? He was like, okay. Figured it out, did everything within 3 days. Like, here's your check, here's your truck. And that was it. I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. It was amazing. It literally exactly how I knew it would be. And the guy kept it in an impeccable condition. Like it is such a nice truck. It's not even like somebody's tossed away truck. It was
Yeah.
beautifully kept, really like emotionally loved, right, by somebody. And so for him to get it now in that same loving way is such a cool experience. Like to
That
watch
is
him, and he did it on his
wild.
own. Because I used to be, before I left radio, I was the breadwinner. Right. So again, I was the one that was like, oh, bills, all these things. And I'm living in this human emotional experience. As soon as I got myself out of that space, I didn't even ask, like, do you need me to co-sign? Nothing. He just figured it all out on his own and it was done. And I was like, oh my God, like
Wild.
I didn't have to even be a part of it. I can just enjoy the truck. It was like
So
such a cool experience.
manifesting gives you energy through the process, you're saying?
When you imagine, so I think
Like,
that
you're
that was
like,
the
I'm
hardest
good. I
part,
got this. It's gonna
right? Like it's
happen. Like, this
being
is
in
gonna
that
give me
feeling space.
that's
Yeah.
good energy. Yeah. Yeah. I couldn't agree
Yes.
more. I couldn't agree more. That energy, though, is for me, it's a challenge to get to sometimes. But it always comes back to these situations where I think through and I'm like, well, remember that time where we were going to be short on mortgage a couple of years ago and I got an $800 dividend check from a company I worked for like a year that I didn't even remember signing up to have equity or ownership? Like what? And we were $804 short on mortgage. Or we were 800 short on mortgage and it was $804 check. Like,
That is the coolest story. I love that story. But it's also like, I know it's going to be okay. I don't live in the fear anymore. Like previous me would live in the like, well, how are we going to do this? And what do you mean? And like, are you going to be able to afford the like da 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 da? And it's like I don't have that worry. It's like I know that it will be provided for. I know we'll make enough work that he'll be able to pay for those payments. Like didn't even have to like think about it. I just like sort of just let it go.
control is
And
an
then
illusion.
control is an illusion, 100%. And like that was a big thing for me to really realize is control is an illusion. And then also like we've talked about a couple days ago, like you and I are both like executors. So it's hard to like sit back and be like, okay, whatever happens, happens. Like the universe knows, God, source, what I want, what the end result is that I want. I don't have to know the how. I just have to stay in that space of like happiness, love, fun, laughter, gratefulness, gratitude, and it will come. And I know that's so hard. Like you just said, sometimes it's really hard when you're on those low energy, that low frequency vibration of like, I don't understand how I'm going to put food on my table or like keep a roof over my head. I get it. Been there. But when you can step away from that low frequency and just find those little moments where you can like increase that joy feeling, it will change everything.
Totally.
It's insane to me.
I think it's the conviction you have to have around it that will allow it to manifest, because then you're subconsciously giving it energy and you're feeding it and feeding it and feeding it, and then it's going to happen. I think back, this is just another situation. Like someone owed me money and I was like, they're going to pay me. They're good for it. They're going to pay me. 4 years later, they just paid me thousands of dollars.
I mean, different timeline, but hey.
But I was like, they're going to pay me. Like, I'm not going to stress out about it. I'm not going to get mad. I can't control it, right? Like, I can't. Am I going to go break this person's legs? No. Am I going to call them every week? No, that's mental capacity that drains my energy, right? Like, that's another piece of it, is the mental capacity. Do you want your mental capacity to be draining your energy or enhancing it? Well, manifestation is enhancing it. Thinking about and worrying and being anxious is draining it, right? Like that mental capacity gets limited and limited and limited based on what you're doing with that space that you have. How do you want to hold that space? Frustrated and fear and constricted and this is never going to happen, and victimized, right? Like I played the victim for a long time with my parents growing up and not getting, for me, I was like, I didn't get the right fair shake. This is bullshit. Until I let that go, the floodgates opened up and I'm started getting everything I wished and wanted, but it had to get to that conviction stage to then manifest it. And I think it's that clarity too. Like you're like, no, we're getting the truck, dude. Like, I don't know, but we're getting the truck.
Literally. And it's you're saying, you say conviction. I almost feel like the word trust fits for me. Like I just have to trust that like it will happen.
Faith.
I will
Some
have to
people
trust
use
that
faith.
everything will be okay. Right. Faith is another word that
Yeah,
works
faith.
perfectly with that.
Some people say hope. You have to have hope that it will occur. Like, I think these are just certain, English
Words.
languages. Yeah. Like
But they're words that are
we're saying the
attached to
same thing.
emotions. So I want people to pick like what word works for you best in this space
I
to
like
allow
that.
you to like have the emotion of like, I can let it go. I can surrender to this because it's not for me to worry about because I know it will be okay. The problem will be solved. That's number one. And then number two is like changing the negative mind chatter. That's how it started because just as easy as it is to choose to be negative, it's literally as easy to choose to be positive and not to think the horrible thoughts and not to go into that spiral of like, life sucks. We're not going to be able to do this. We can't pay bills. Da, 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 da. It's when you can start to flip that, other things will start to flip because again, those words are connected to emotions. And if those words that are negative are bringing you down to a low frequency vibration, you're not going to be able to get up and rise and energize in the morning because immediately it just starts again. You're on that spiral of negative mindset. So you're great at positioning these. What can people do today? Like, I want everybody to manifest. I want them to like feel this joy and this beautiful feeling of like surrendering and just having faith that the best will come for them.
Well, I think it's first, I love the idea of defining what word is going to attach an emotion to this thing happening or this whatever you're manifesting occurring in reality, I guess, that we live in. So I would define that word, and it's like, for me, it's conviction. For you, it's trust. For someone else, it's faith. For someone else, it's hope that this is going to happen. So once you have that and you believe in it wholeheartedly, that's the kickoff and the start to the manifestation. And I think too, you just got to have that positive outlook when things aren't positive on it. Like, I'm someone that I don't deal with the weather. Like, I'm like, I don't care about weather. I don't look it up for vacations. If I want to go on a hike, I go on a hike. If I get caught in a downpour rain, it happens once a year. It sucks. Like, I get it. I'm freezing cold. But I'm not going to live my life with the conviction that the weather needs to be perfect. I'm just going to go and do the thing. And I think we just need to go and show up and can believe that it's going to work out, and you define whatever you want to define it or what word to use. But manifest something that's important to you and something that you believe in. If you think that you're never, ever going to be on radio, you're never gonna. You're right. If you think you're gonna at one point be on TV, you're probably gonna be on TV. Like, now that we're saying this, I'm like, man, it would be really cool. Really
Say it out loud,
cool.
Jim. What are we doing? What are we manifesting?
Really
Say it out loud.
cool to write for Forbes. It'd be really cool to write for Forbes. I'm going to write for Forbes. I'm going to write for Forbes. And then someone told me that they're a columnist in Forbes, and they sent me a spreadsheet to fill out so I can be a contributor to their column and be highlighted. And yeah, guess what, folks? It's not my column, right? I don't have my one a week, Jim Moore, come to the Morris zone or whatever we call it. Yet. But guess what? It's happening. Fill out the form and then it'll be highlighted, and maybe there's a big shout out, maybe there's a small shout out, but guess what? There's some level of what I'm doing and making impact in the world that's now being on that platform, and that's all I wanted. So
1,000%.
That happened way quicker. Everybody thinks like, oh, it's not on your timeline. It's going to happen like in 15 years. You want it to happen in 5. Dude, it can happen. I mean, I did this. I was thinking about this for like 3 weeks, and it happened. 3 weeks. That's it.
It can also happen immediately. Like, I know people who are servers. They're like, I don't know how I'm going to make rent. And then all of a sudden they have somebody come in because they let go of it. Like, I know something will happen. It'll be fine. We'll make rent. And they have a customer come in that leaves them a huge tip, and they make rent. And so it can be that quick. It's insane. Like the fact that, it's crazy. It's so crazy.
So what are you
and
manifesting today and having conviction and trust around? Let us know in the
don't be scared to say it out loud too. Like, find the right people that aren't going to shut you down. I used to be a shutter downer. I will 100% admit it. And it sucks that I did that. But I didn't understand being in this space. of just faith and surrendering. And it feels so much better here than it did in that other space. So, yeah, everybody. All right, have a good day,
morning.
everyone.